Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for City Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Monday's What Map. It's a big week. It's the 100th episode week. That's out on Wednesday. I've got to come up with something big for that, I guess. Before then, we've got 2 regular maps to review, and today's first one is Bannith by Mudge. Love both of those names, Bannith and Mudge. What caught my eye here was the islands. I figured this looks a little different from what we normally review. The resources though look like he ran out of ideas, so skipped on. What do we need? Owl's Mediterranean alternative theme and 3 trees. It says 1 rail connection, but yeah, we'll get to that. And also there's only 1 highway connection, but there are 3 national road connections also. So I think there's going to be a way particularly to do this map. Here obviously is your highway connection, cutting in over a perfect little bridge there, except for there's a little bit of clipping of tree and centre of the road, perhaps that's weeds possibly, and then a second perfect bridge. So yes, what I'm thinking with this map is this leads up to your start square, and your main city, medium-sized city, will be glitchy there, blue mantle, never a good thing. So yes, what you'll do is build your main city around the start square, but the national roads can be sort of like connector roads for a series of small mountain type towns. So I can keep the traffic down a little bit on those. You probably want to tinker a little bit with them. We'll look at them a bit later. Let's talk about this highway, shall we? Because you know it's a highway. Joins up with the railway, but this railway doesn't actually connect with anything, which we'll look at in a little bit more detail a bit later. But it dead ends. The railway dead ends there, and it dead ends at the other end also. But there's your start square. Pretty good, and it is right by the railway, which needs to be connected. But we'll get to that. I did say we'll get to that. Now this looks like the moon up here. Ooh. Good national road, not bumpy, following natural curvatures, well laid, very scenic. Be quite a nice little drive this in real life, I guess. Scuts down along, once again curls along the side of the river, looks very nice. And then heads off towards, we see a bridge. I spy a bridge. And then little right angle turning into the bridge, over a mini island, and then to the mainland again. Onwards and around here. And where's it go? Where's this thing going? Oh, it's another bridge. Now this one though, when you get over to the other side, we've got this, it loops to the right. Well, why it didn't just bend off to the left, I don't know. Nothing particularly wrong with it, it just seems a little bit overly convoluted to me, to be honest with you. And it comes down to this crossroads, which will become very congested unless we do something with it. The road goes straight onto the fog that way, and that way we're going to come back and have a look at that in a minute. That way we'll follow this route out to the fog, wherever that be. Have a look at it, shall we? Once again, very scenic, very nice, very pretty. Mountain type, oh that's not mountain, it's more lake drives here, I guess. Not too steep off the bridge there, that's very good. And then we skip along there and head off, and there's your fog, which means we can go back to that crossroads, shall we? Right, now let's head the other way. Now where's this going to lead us? To a tunnel which emerges over here, and then flits along through the forests. Very nice. Once again, beautiful. I'd love to drive this also. And then opens up a little bit of daylight as we reach the side of the lake again. It closes up one more time. Look at the sun shafts. Lovely mod that. Must get it if you've got the processing power to handle it. And then it goes into a cutting. Well, just, yeah, slight cutting, a deep cutting. So beautifully done. And then the road, oh, it sort of like dives down. As you can see the lake off in the distance there, and it dead ends. And where is it dead ending? By the side of a hill? no better than that. Look, a stone's throw from the highway. And there's your start square up there. So for me, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can connect that one up when you're ready to do it. But anyway, yeah, that railway, I showed you it was just a short connection. I had to really search for the highway, the rail connection. There it is, out there in the fog. And it kind of dead ends. Well, more than dead ends. You can see where he's attempted to, like, he's done a cutting there. And you can see where it's, at some point, he's tried to work with it. But I don't think he was having much success. And so he possibly he's given up with it and just said, look, there is a connection. You guys play with it. Maybe. A bit of a challenge, that, I think. Definitely worth a go. Right, so Bannith by Mudge. We'll move on to the asset review of the day. And it's USA One Boulder Plaza East by pauljchris. Now, we had pauljchris a couple of weeks ago with quite a large asset, and today we've got another really large asset. And it's one of a pair, would you believe? The other one is called USA One Boulder Plaza West. Oh, Boulder Plaza West is red. Sorry, it's blue. It's blue, and this is red. Not that you really need me to tell you that. Quite a large building. The two make a very nice set. I'm only going to show you the one today. You know where the workshop is. You do. Go and have a look yourselves. Go on. Looks like roof felting on the top. Very nicely done. And I'm quite liking this one also. So that's USA One Plaza East. Today's asset of the day from pauljchris. Subscribe today. And we are back to Bannith, looking at the shipping routes which reach to pretty much all the coves, etc. Just thinking, Bannith, is that what somebody with a lisp would do to somebody to get them out of their kingdom? I banneth you from my kingdom. Yes, I didn't mean to cause offence to anybody with a lisp. As you can probably tell, I have trouble speaking English, full stop. Oh, it's my first language and I struggle. But anyway, yes, just showing you there. Right, that's your shipping routes as announced by myself. Right, so what have we got? Start square, very flat. There's your train line which doesn't connect with anything. And then you've got mountains. Now, the mountains are rugged. Going to make you work around how you're going to build your cities, etc. The build plane pretty much around the rivers is workable. Once again, a little on the challenging side, not incredibly so. I'm sure that most of you will be able to make a good go of this. But it's not a particularly easy map. And like I said, a little bit of a river work there. Haven't really run up the rivers today, but let's have a look at this one. It emerges at the top here, and I think here, just across the neck of that river there, you could put a dam and generate a bit of power. That would work. But yes, and then we've got the islands. Now, possibly my favourite bit of this map is the islands. They caught me eye right from the beginning, right from the initial thumbnail, and that's why we're here today, because the islands I thought looked pretty workable. But there's one particular island that caught my eye when I loaded the map, and I'm going to show you this right now. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Looks like a Victorian cameo to me. What do you think? Is that just my imagination? One thing, she's got an Adam's apple, so maybe not. But yes, maybe that's just it's got to be by chance. You can see shapes in the clouds. I see shapes in the islands. So that's Bannith. How we're going to score this today. Aesthetically, it's quite nice actually. It's not an outstanding map, but it's quite nice, and I'm going to give that a good solid 4 stars. Detailing, little bit of glitching and clipping in that first bridge, but other than that, it's okay. There's no problems with it. A bit better than the average, 4 stars again. Gameplay potential, I have no problems with this map. It's a bit of a challenging map and just a one rail route, so I'm going to give that a solid 3 stars. And that's it, Bannith by Mudge, and that is actually not a bad map. So there you go. That's Monday out of the way. One more show before the 100th episode, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do for you guys. I might even do just nothing. So anyway, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.